This is Mike with Rick. We're with Mike and Rick Outdoors. I just put a pizza in that we picked up at Papa Murphy's. They put it all together for you and then you cook it yourself. I'll show a few things that you can cook in this oven. It's really, really neat. It's really nice to be able to be out in solo camping or out camping in the wilderness up in the mountains. And here we are here in Colorado on the Miramonte Reservoir. And to be able to come back, and it's probably in the teens outside, probably low about 12 in the morning. So this is just really nice to be able to come back and have like pizza in your tent or biscuits in the morning. This thing's starting to cook. Like I said, we're at 300 and I may need to put 1 or 2 more pieces of wood inside the stove.
One thing that's really nice though is it's putting off a lot of heat. It's got the windows, you can see the flames, the wood. So it's not only that you're cooking in your oven, but you're enjoying the heat from the fire.
Yeah, when we came in about 30 minutes before dark, it was in the mid-20s. So it's down to upper teens by now. And this tent, on my thermometer over there, is 75 degrees. It's burning down. I don't know, oh, that is hot. Ooh, that is warm. Put that blackjack in there. It's just sticking on back there. We got one going in there. This is a Papa Murphy's pizza where they put everything on there, ready to go, ready to cook, and you cook it yourself. We're probably gonna have pizza tomorrow night too, maybe even pizza for breakfast.
Remember how the first time we were down in Pagosa Springs on the very first fishing trip,
right?
And we said, hey, let's just get the pizza. So I ordered the pizza and I thought, well, hey, it's gonna be all cooked. And I got there and I was like, what, you didn't cook the pizza? I was like, no, we never cooked the pizza. But that's our first time when we realized that, because the first time we did it, we cooked it on a cast iron skillet. We put some oil in the pan, we put a lid on top, right? And we did it that way. So now we're doing it with.
But it was a little bit doughy. You don't cook pizza in a pan; it goes in an oven. It was a little bit doughy, but when you're starving, you'll eat a little bit of a pizza, even though it's a little bit doughy.
I do remember it being very good though.
But it was delicious because, you know, not eating all day.
Yep.
This is the second night to cook on this thing, and I'm really liking this setup. Having a fire inside your tent. Usually, all the times the years I've been camping, we sit around the fireplace outside because of fire. You love sitting around a fire. It's 15 degrees outside. I'm not sitting around no fire. And I've got the fire inside my tent where I'm warm. I'm 65 degrees. But I have the beautiful effects of sitting around a campfire, sitting around this fire, thus the windows.
We've been camping a bunch. Well, we've camped a lot of times, but hiking and stuff. But recently, in the last 2 years, we've been doing more what we call car camping, but rural. And this is what drives me nuts, is because, but we've been in a situation where it's either raining, it's cold, and we fish all day, and then we come back. It's nice to come back though, and not have to just go jump in bed. We can be inside, be warm, make dinner.
Right.
Mike's putting the pizza on the bottom right now because it burns hotter on the bottom. We want the crust to get a little bit more crispy. That's why he just put it down below.
Yeah, I'm gonna put some more wood in it. Oh man, that is hot. My goodness. Well, I'm learning about how to use this oven from WINNERWELL. It's I had this pizza in here on the top. There's 2 shelves in here, and I'm getting a little bit impatient. I'm hungry. And so I moved it down to the bottom. So I'm just worried about maybe it might be too hot on the bottom. So I'm going to check this pizza. What I want to do is I want to check the bottom of this pizza. Let's make sure it's not getting, oh, it's browning up really well.
Yeah, these probably 5 more minutes though.
Yeah, it's browning up really well. So I was afraid it might be too hot and maybe burn the bottom of the pizza, but I don't think it is. I'm going to go ahead and put it back down on the bottom. Give this about another 5 minutes and we should be good to go.
Mike, I think we found something just awesome about being able to go camping, and whether it's raining outside or it's snow, or we just want to sit down after a hard day and relax and enjoy.
Oh, it was brutal.
Fire.
When we came up here from fishing off that lake, I was miserable. I was.
We weren't even out there that long. We were out there 45 minutes.
I was cold. I want to be cold tomorrow. So that is a delight to see and to smell. You ought to smell this Papa Murphy's pizza. It smells wonderful, and it's crispy crust on the bottom, cheese melted just right. I'd say that's a perfectly cooked pizza ready to go. It's absolutely perfectly cooked. The crust is crispy and lightly browned on the bottom. The cheese was just starting to turn a little bit brown. It's melted. Perfect job on the pizza. Oh, it's been a long day cold fishing out there in about 25-degree weather. This is hitting a spot, along with my cherry Pepsi also. This is worth it right here. Having a stove, an oven combination to cook food in a campsite, it's just absolutely delicious. Just amazing. Oh, we're already up to just shy of 300, so we're ready to, I'm ready for nachos. So we're gonna put our nachos in there. I'm hungry. All right, we're about ready to put our nachos in, and didn't take long. We're over 300, so we're gonna slip these in our hot oven, and we're gonna put them down on the bottom shelf because it ain't gonna take long. Cheese nachos, and these are the mild jalapenos, and I love jalapenos, so I put them on kind of thick and heavy, but I am starving and I cannot wait for these to come out. And I cannot believe that I'm cooking nachos in a tent out here in the wilderness camping. So we'll get that in there and let this get back up to 350. Oh, they're starting to melt. Oh, those are gonna be so good, those jalapenos. One of my favorite snacks is nachos. That is melted, beautiful cheese nachos. I am fixing to devour. Okay, let's see if they've cooled down enough for me to eat. Absolutely love jalapeno. And the Longhorn sharp cheddar cheese and chips. It's hard to do this on a campfire. The stove is just one of those things that from now on I won't be able to live without it. Once you've had camping nachos and pizza, yeah, you'll never go back. Orange rolls. It's like cinnamon roll, then has an orange frosting you put on there when you take it out hot and you put the frosting on there. And these looked a lot better to us than the regular old biscuits. So we're gonna cook these suckers in there. See how that does. We just finished off our nachos and they were absolutely wonderful. Now we're ready for, these are the orange rolls. So I'm putting these in, and there's two racks here, a high and a low. Yesterday morning I cooked biscuits and it turned out really well, except they were a little bit burned on the bottom, and because I cooked them on the bottom shelf. So I'm going to be cooking these on the top shelf and see how that goes. I'm sure they'll be fine. Maybe when they're almost done I may put them down on the bottom the last minute, but I think the bottom gets, of course, a lot hotter than the top. Hadn't been too long, hasn't been 30 minutes, I know for sure, but let's see. Oh yeah, I think that's, yeah, that's done. Those are done, those are ready. Okay, let's put some of this orange icing on here, which is, of course, you put it on there when it's nice and hot so it'll melt in there. Let that melt, and then we're gonna have dessert. Okay, I got my icing on there. I'm sure that's still hot, which it is. Orange cinnamon rolls for our dessert tonight, cooked in our WINNERWELL oven. So that didn't take but about 20 minutes, right at about 300 degrees. Okay, I'm ready to get my hands on these. It's still too hot to eat, I think. Orange, definitely orange. And probably getting it all over my face. Oh, those are good. Well, last night we had pizza, and we're gonna have apple pie tonight for dessert. We cooked steaks earlier, and so this is going to be our dessert, is apple pie, and it'll take about an hour. We're gonna put it in here and check back on it in an hour and see what happens. I've got a good idea That's going to be cooked just perfect like the pizza was, and going to be absolutely wonderful. Looking forward to that apple pie. Okay, we waited about an hour, maybe actually an hour and a half, but we can visually see that the crust is getting brown and it's bubbling, so we know this pie is done. Took a little bit longer than the instructions on the box said 400, but we got our oven here 300 plus. Didn't ever reach the 400 mark, but just took a little bit longer. That's fine, but it's done, and we're going to pull it out and see what this sucker looks like. We are ready to have us some apple pie. Yes, that looks very, very good. There we go. That is Marie Callender's apple pie. And we are ready to let it cool down a little bit. A bit patient and let it set down up here. Cut into that thing and eat it. That's going to really hit the spot. But who would have thought you could be out in the wilderness camping, 15 degrees outside, very, very warm in here, almost to the point of being too hot. But come in from a day fishing all day, Miramonte Reservoir where we're at. Very cold, it's iced over. We had to chop ice to get our little rubber raft out there to fish. Did catch some nice fish today. I caught a 20-inch rainbow. And so we're ready to relax. And who would have thought that you could come into your tent from an area like this and come in and cook an apple pie. That is what's so nice and neat about this WINNERWELL oven on top of their stove, to be able to cook an apple pie. And also, by the way, we have vanilla ice cream that's sitting outside in 15-degree weather, and I'm pretty sure it's frozen. So we're going to step out there and get some ice cream and have with this apple pie. So stay tuned. We got some ice cream. Ice cream was not a problem. And I am going to finally, if it's cooled down enough, there's a little bit of steam coming off of it. We'll see if it burns me here. That hits the spot. For dinner tonight, we had ribeye steak and fried potatoes. And so this is really hitting the spot for dessert. This is absolutely wonderful, hitting the spot. It's just amazing to be able to do this. I've never, all my years of camping, been able to have access to an oven to cook things like pizza and nachos. I mean, what else can you say? Apple pie and ice cream, vanilla ice cream. Oh, that's good. Yep, you're right. This is and I was trying to make that point earlier when I was saying that's the purpose of our webpage, is to show ways to enhance your camping experience. Eating apple pie or nachos definitely enhances your camping experience. It has enhanced ours, and that's the purpose of our webpage. So, you know, watch our videos, because that's what we're doing. We're showing you all this cool stuff that you can do to enhance your camping experience or outdoor experience. So watch the rest of our videos.